let's start. You should all have a book. There we go. So what we're going to do tonight is really quickly just, oh, there she is. She shut her video off.
My battery's low.
So we're going to go through basically the next 2 weeks leading up to our trip. We're going to talk about travel. And we're going to talk about kind of the on-the-ground stuff, and then what's going to happen when we come back home too. So we'll go through all of that. I'm going to start with a word of prayer. God, thank you for each team member that has signed up to be a part of this. God, we believe that you're going to do great things, and we just as we go over the next couple of weeks with packing and just preparing some of the logistics to the trip, God, would you prepare our hearts for what you're going to do in and through us on the ground in Haiti. And so we just give this meeting to you, ask that you'd just begin to work in us even now. And God, we thank you for that in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, this here.
Oh, I see Hannah's iPhone.
Oh, Hannah? Yeah, she's trying. I just asked her to start her video. It didn't think cost. It was $15 for the month. But I thought it was the easiest way to do it for having everybody in. So anyways, I think Hannah's trying to figure out. Oh, I see another Hannah's iPhone. Are you there, Hannah?
You have to turn on the audio and the video for it to.
I like how it says Hannah's iPhone, but her initials are high. I got you. Okay, anyways, we'll keep going. She'll figure out how to get in. This booklet here that you're seeing is this was the very first team that I went to Mission of Hope with. 2008 missions trip, and I still have it. And that's how meaningful that trip was for me. It really changed my life. This on the bottom here is a translation of this, which was a little note that my Haitian girl wrote to me on that first trip. I've kept that, and that's the little translation of it. And then there I've got some pictures of her too. So, all of that to say, Haiti changed my life, and I really hope it does something we never experienced before. And I hope that it's something this trip is a meaningful one that, 20 years down the road, you're looking through this manual going, wow, that was a pivotal moment in my life. And God really used that trip to change me. So we're going to work through this pamphlet. I think it basically has all the stuff in the booklet. Did you end up getting the booklet?
Yep, I have it open.
Okay, so there is another phone here now, 377-6300. I don't know who it is. That's Hannah. Hannah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. Okay,
There we go.
Hannah, I sent you in your email the booklet that we're working through tonight. So I don't know if you have a computer. If you check your email, you'll see the booklet that we're going to work through. Okay, so it makes a bit more sense.
Okay, I have it.
Great. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So in the first page there, I just put facts about Haiti, and that's kind of for you to work through in the next couple of weeks, just to kind of get up to speed on what kind of a place we're going to. It's a very interesting place, and there's a lot of interesting facts there. For instance, the population of Haiti in 2017 was an estimated just over 10.5 million people. In about the area the size of Nova Scotia, which has just under 1 million people. So you can just tell by that it's a very heavily populated place. And there's some other interesting facts there. They're very poor people. Average income per person is about $60 a month, US. And so, we are. It's a completely different world that we're going to visit, and so. There's some common words and phrases that might help you and if you know French, you'll look at some of these and you'll go, wow, that's very similar, but that it is a bit of a different language. The Haitian Creole is like it's like a Spanish-French mix. So those would be helpful maybe. When you're asking where's the toilet, at the bottom there, might have to ask that once in a while. So next page, team expectations. So generally speaking, those who sign up for missions trips are already believers and have a passion to serve. I hope that it is your heart to work as a team to serve the people of Haiti together and be a blessing to everyone that we encounter on our trip. Just some basic expectations that we have as a team member. Be committed to working as a team. Take directions from the leaders. Be considerate of your fellow team members. Sometimes working and living together for a week straight can sometimes result in our rough spots becoming sandpaper that great team members. So,
Robin, do you hear that? Did you get that in the back, Robin? Leanna, Gucci?
Shauna, we're always good. We can only stay mad at each other for like 2 minutes.
Okay, as long as they heard it, Ken. If you can confirm that for me, I am good.
Yeah.
Not enough of your input.
They're good.
It's over.
They're following.
Mute her.
Siblings.
So read through the booklet and be aware of what we're asking of you. Attend and participate in team devotional times. I'm assuming that these are going to be probably after breakfast and then after dinner. So the devotions that are in this book we'll use for morning devotions to start our day. And the night devotions will be more of a debrief of the day kind of thing, where we'll share some of the good and some of the bad moments from the day and that kind of thing. So I don't really know what the schedule is that Mission of Hope is going to give us. They will hand that to us when we get there. So we kind of have a rough idea of what it is, but they're going to have, so we'll just kind of work in line with their schedule. Number 4 is really important. Travel with the group as a whole whenever possible. Never stray away. Choose a travel partner and stick together for greater safety. So even like in the airport, or even when we're in the compound, like we're going to be in a locked, guarded, like security guards with machine guns, So
Wow.
it is safe, but you should always be with somebody. So don't wander down to the orphanage without having somebody with you. Okay, just stay together at all times. The one year that we were there, one of the team members decided that the mountain looked like it was a good one to climb, and so he just wandered up the mountain and all by himself, and it really puts the whole team at risk. Like if something happened to one of us, it's going to put the whole team at risk. So stay together. If you want to go somewhere, just make sure you have somebody with you. Respect the need for modesty in terms of dress code as outlined in this manual. So I have put in here. Oh, you know what? I forgot that. Okay, I'll send you kind of the dress code that they suggest for Sunday services. For instance, is like girls wear skirts, guys wear pants, not shorts at church, right? Yeah. They're particular about certain things, and it's just the culture. So when you see the way that they come to church, you'll be like, okay, I underdressed a little bit. It's like the finest of the finest,
Catholic.
Right? Well, they're not Catholic. It's
a lot of them.
Yeah,
a lot of the country.
So adhere to security precautions. Do your best. Some will work harder than others. So when we're doing the projects, some will work harder than others. Work as a team. I'm not expecting to be able to keep up with Kurt and Sam and Robin on painting and stuff. So, but as long as we're all working our hardest. Oh, and Josh. Josh is going to be our lad. 5 points.
I got this.
So, but if we all work our hardest and do our best, we'll get the job done. And then just be sensitive to and respectful as you can be of the cultural implications of Haiti. I don't know what that sentence means. It just sounded really fancy. So, but yes, you'll figure it out. There's a packing checklist in there. And so I've starred the mandatory things. You really don't have to bring anything except your valid passport, malaria/anti-diarrhea pills, and a $10 US for the airport fee. Everything else is optional. So
hold on.
We're bringing soup.
For the toiletries, soup is a toiletry.
How do we use that?
Oh, what?
I've never used soup as
Shampoo, soup.
Soap. It auto corrected me.
Okay.
It's supposed to be soap.
Makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, I should probably
You-
cross that out
you-
so I don't get.
He's like, I got
Yeah, I
Campbell's.
got my shampoo. I got my soup.
There we
What
go.
about
Robin, you
Good.
smell great this morning.
Wow, I love that.
Got it. I got it. So I can hold the chunky and they can stay at home.
So, so you're gonna want everyday clothing for ministry and touring. So I do have another sheet here that looks like this, which you're not going to be able to have. I guess I'll email it to you. It's a family education survey training packet. So they emailed me last week to say that we needed to look at this because we're going to be going door to door in the villages. And I said, how are we doing door to door in the villages when we have 100 gallons of paint to apply to school? And she replied and said, oh, that's only going to take you 2 days. We have another team working with you,
Oh,
which is news to me. So from what I understand, they have us painting for 2 days. And then we're going to be doing this for 2 days, as well as we have
They're gonna have rollers
4
and all that stuff. there, I'm
goat
assuming,
couples.
too.
We have 4 goat couples.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
And we have 5 water filters that we're going to be building to hand out. So anyways, that's going to be, you'll need that too. So that's why I say everyday clothing for ministry and touring, like we're going door to door and stuff, you might not want to wear your covered in paint.
Yeah.
A sweater hoodie for cool nights. The nights do sometimes get rather chilly, so
thank goodness.
you might want that. Work clothes, work gloves if you want. We're just painting, like we're not slug and block and stuff, so it's up to you. Sandals, shoes, boots, sunscreen, bug spray, sunglasses, a hat, water bottle is super important, reusable water bottle. Mosquito netting if you want at night times, you can hang that from your bed. I've never found the mosquitoes to be too bad, but so there's just stuff here. Reading material for the down time or flight, headphones, flashlight, portable fan, a booklet, this booklet, Bible, a pen for journaling. If you want to bring a phone for camera communication, that's fine. I'm hoping that the week we're like, it's not like you're over on your phone and I'm over here on my phone, and like the whole idea is that we're going to be together for the week.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of contacts on the ground, so I've actually already arranged to get a SIM card. So I'm gonna have a guy give me a SIM card with a Haitian phone number and internet already on it. So
Nice.
anybody else is welcome to do that if you want. It's about $20 US, and that'll give you basically internet for the whole time. Or you can buy internet from Mission of Hope for $50 US for the week. So I arranged for a SIM card, and that way we can just keep contact back here. You can use WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever, right? So if you're interested in having a phone plan, then just let me know, and I can arrange for that to happen. Toiletries, water shoes for the beach day. We'll have one resort day, so you're going to want water shoes and a bathing suit, and a towel if you want to go. You can swim in the ocean, or there's a pool at the place. So you can, if you want to bring snorkel stuff, like you can go snorkeling. Church clothes, skirts for girls, slacks for guys, and then if you want some personal snacks for outside of mealtime, you can bring that too. Medications, we should all have our malaria pills. Everybody's got malaria
Took care
pills?
of it for all of the hoppers. We're good.
Nice.
Yes. Well, yeah, I drove down to Sudbury and gave me my needle, and then drove all the way back home.
Yeah, she drove up to Sudbury?
Yes, you
You
drive
should
up.
Just where you're looking.
Got him.
So malaria pills, mine, I'm supposed to start a week before we go, right? So that's
Mine the day.
the day before. So they're all different depending on what dosage you got. So make sure you're taking those. And then there's some other stuff there that they recommend. Ciprofloxacin. Did I say that right? Yep. And azithromycin. Just Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, like all that stuff. I think we should just dub Leanna
I have one already.
the first aid
I'll be the team medic.
team medic, and then we can just go to her with all of our stomach problems.
Perfect. So excited. It's gonna be great, guys.
And then money that you want to bring. I just said all in US dollars. Now it said on the internet that the entrance or the airport fee was $10 US or Canadian, But in the Mission of Hope stuff, it's all US is what they're saying. I don't want to get there with
Mhm.
$10 Canadian and find out they don't take it. So
Well, just bring $10 Canadian anyways. If they take the 10
Yeah.
Canadian, then you give them that. It's just less money.
How much should we bring?
whatever you choose. So I just put there $10 US for the airport fee. The Sunday evening dinner is $5, and that's catered by the orphanage girls. It's a kind of a way for them to, as they're preparing to kind of move out and on their own, like preparing meals and stuff like that. So we give that to them. $100 for souvenirs or to bless people is usually lots. I usually take more only because I plan on leaving probably a couple $100 with the girl that we sponsor, and it's just for food and stuff like that. So, but and then dollar bills to purchase soda at the guest house. All their pop is in glass bottles. So after a hard day at work,
Nice.
putting a nice Coke in a glass bottle it feels good. But small bills, and you'll want to get those from the bank because not all banks carry a lot of small bills. So go in and order your money a week in advance just to make sure that they have it. So the next page, you see flight information. So we're leaving from Toronto at 6:30 in the morning. And so the travel, basically what I'm planning is that we would meet at the church at midnight on the Tuesday,
Mhm.
and then we can also pick up in Owen Sound. So we don't have, like you guys from Owen Sound don't have to come all the way out to the church. You're just going to want to get somewhere where we can pick you up. We'll figure out where we're going to pick up. And then we want to get down. We have to get parked, and we have to get to the airport for 4 o'clock, 4:30. Flight goes out at 6:30. They want you there a couple hours early. So there's no time difference between Haiti and where we are now. So that's
It's not an hour?
no, same time. But as we work through the airport and do luggage and all that kind of stuff, every time we go through a checkpoint, like, let's just get back together. Like, if you get through security and you're through, then don't run off to the gate. Like, let's just work through it together just so that we don't get lost. And then I've got your information in there. When we're traveling into Port-au-Prince, they're going to ask us to fill out a customs declaration form and an immigration form. And so you have to have a blue or black ink pen to fill that out with. And that's the address that they're going to ask for and the phone number and everything. That's on the bottom of that page. And then they're going to give you they're going to give you a piece of the green immigration form. When you pay your $10, they give you the bottom of the green form. And you have to put that in your passport and keep it. If you lose that green tag, you don't get out of the country.
Ooh,
So there you go.
very important.
Very important. When we get to Mission of Hope, they'll probably take all of our passports and lock them in a safe. They have a safe on site. And Sam's asking me how the meeting's going. Great, join in. Anyways, so on the ground information, we see there the internet and the communication on the internet communication. So they have cell phones, all the staff do, they don't want us using them. You can buy internet from them, or we can just do, like I said, get our own. We're gonna stay in guest houses. There's a guys and a girls. They do have ceiling fans, but if you want to bring in a fan, they give us clean sheets and a pillow. They have purified tap water or purified water. The tap water is not. You see that there's a water truck that comes in once or twice a day and drives to the top of the hill and dumps water in a big cistern. So it's not good water. Like, you don't drink it.
What type of outlets do
Hmm.
It's all the standard outlets.
Okay.
Yeah, standard 3 prongs. So, showering, there is showers in the guest rooms, and you can shower. They just say, because they're trucking water in all the time, don't turn the water on and just leave it on for half an hour. Like, you turn the water on, do whatever, rinse, blah blah blah. Yeah, just to conserve the water. Food is going to be prepared by them for the week, and we have a list of required materials that we have to bring down. And from what I understand, Sam has gone and purchased all that already. So we need to, obviously Sam's not paying for all that. We do have a bit of funds left here in what we've brought in. And then depending on what they cost. We're just going to pack all that in one luggage bag, and then it's all together. We can just take it and drop it off the kitchen. So they ask us not to bring stuff to hand out to the locals, like it's candy and money, and like people do this all the time. And what they're trying to get is they're trying to teach the Haitians that just because white people are here doesn't mean they brought a bunch of stuff for you, right? On Sunday when you go down, there's lots of kids and they're all like, I'm hungry, give me $1, right? And I don't know. I'm not saying I've never handed out money there, but they try to discourage it just so that they're trying to empower the local Haitians to meet the needs of the other local Haitians, right? So it's not, it's just part of the culture. So there is a Hope Market on site where you can get souvenirs and stuff. It's definitely not as cheap as if you went like into the village to get stuff, if we have that opportunity. But it's the Three Chords ministry is like they're employing Haitians to make things, and they're like giving them jobs to do it. So it does support a good coffee, vanilla extract, that kind of stuff is really popular there. It's one of their exports. So then they do the souvenir shop on site does use credit cards too. So if you bring a credit card, you can even use that there. So then there's a few days of devotions. You'll notice that I didn't put a devotion on Sunday just because we'll be part of the church service there. So there's nothing for day 5, but and then in the back I've put a couple pages where you can journal if you like to journal, and then I put some worship songs that we can use during our devotion time. So those are just a few that I grabbed quickly. We don't have to stop there if we want to sing something else, but so going down, the first bag is free. So if you want to take more than one bag, it's $35 Canadian for each bag after the free one. So we're going to have to pay for some because we'll have to take the food bag. That's going to be an extra. And so if you have other ones you want to take, then that's the cost. We will have markers that will tie onto each of the bags. So if it's like a bright orange cloth or something like that, that way when we're getting our luggage off the carousels, it's easy to identify which bags are ours. Yeah, so that's that. Kurt is working to make reservations for our car park.
Yeah, they're wide open, they told me.
Okay, so we're going to take Josh's car and Kurt's van. Truck. Kurt's truck. So between the two of those, we should be able to get everybody down with all the luggage.
All luggage can go in the
Nice.
back.
Yeah, so we'll park there. We fly to Montreal. We get into Haiti.
Right on Dixon Road.
And once we get to the Haitian airport, there's a couple things we have to work through there, the immigration forms and stuff like that. And then there'll be Mission of Hope staff waiting for us. They'll have shirts on that say Mission of Hope Haiti.
Nice.
And then we just go with them. So when you get to the airport, there's a lot of Haitians that are trying to take your luggage because they figure if they carry your luggage to your car for you, then you will owe them something. So so just say no thank you and move along. So we can get carts there if we want, or we can just carry our luggage. I think we're all able to do that too, depending on how much luggage we have. But yeah, so the ride from the airport is about 45 minutes to get to Mission of Hope. And it's a rough ride. It's a smelly ride. As soon as you get out of the airport, you'll understand the and sights of Haiti pretty quickly. So
10 million people and half of Nova
well,
Scotia.
and they burn everything. They burn all the garbage.
and everything.
Like they don't have garbage trucks that go around. They burn everything. So
Yeah,
it's constantly smelling like burning plastic. And so so then once we get to Mission of Hope, we get there about probably 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Wednesday, it'll just basically be settle in, have dinner. And I think we do have I did put a devotion for that. So we'll do that one at nighttime. And as the first one that we get, when we get there, we'll do devotions, and then we can tour the property. They've got on site, they have a hospital. I don't know if it's a hospital yet or if it's a medical clinic. Anyways, they have a church, they have an orphanage, and they have a warehouse where they store all their supplies and stuff. Mission of Hope is large. It's a 30 million US a year operation. And they've got multiple campuses, but so we'll get to see that. There's, like I said, there's an orphanage right on site. I wouldn't know any of the kids. I haven't been to Mission of Hope for 9 years. It'll be 9 years. So I'm sure they're different, but there's lots of opportunity to go down. The orphanage does different things, like they do a movie night where they show a Disney movie, and you can go down and watch a movie with the kids, and kids love to sit on your lap and crawl all over you, and they love to be loved. So I'm hoping that because we have a small team, we can do some cool things. Like I don't know, I've never led a team to Mission of Hope, so I don't know what their restrictions will be and stuff, but I don't know whether if we have a translator and we have they'll have a translator and a driver kind of assigned to our team, I think. So I don't know whether if we decide that we want to go in the village and just tour around, if they'll let us do that. I don't know. We'll have to kind of figure that out when we get there. So yeah, we'll just kind of have to play it by ear. Once we get there, they'll hand us their schedule for the week of what we're going to be doing. But like I said, it's 2 days of painting, from what I understand, 2 days of village door-to-door outreach, praying with people, collecting data basically is what it sounds like it is, to measure their effectiveness in how the gospel's spreading through the neighboring communities. And it's all children, like the homes that we'll be going to is all homes of the children in their school. So we get we're going to get GPS coordinates of all their homes, and like they're trying to really track everything. So that will be 2 days, and then we have a vacation day, which I think is the Tuesday, where we'll go to the resort. And one of the things that I said you could bring, depending on if we like our translators or not, we can invite them to join us for the resort day, and it costs $25 a person. So that might be something you want to spend your money on if you want to invite them along with you. So I'll probably try to invite the girl we sponsor to lots of things as much as I can, just because you only have a week, right? So any questions about any of that?
Can you just repeat what you said about the bag thing? My phone cut out and I missed that whole thing.
For the luggage,
Yeah, please.
you get one free bag of luggage, and then
Okay.
I think we just
said
lost
the
Hannah.
first bag was 70 pounds you can bring.
They usually say 50.
I know you looked at
50,
the other-
50 pounds is like the standard. They'll take a
Okay.
luggage up to 70 pounds, but you pay an overage charge.
over 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we still do carry out, right?
Yeah, and you do get a carry-on as well. Yeah.
That's so nice.
No, you're saying you can't give stuff. So if I brought like another suitcase full of kids, food, I couldn't give it to them?
Yeah. You can. Yeah, but they like if we're bringing stuff like that we would give it to the Mission of Hope people to distribute.
Yeah.
So they'll make sure that it gets out to the people that need it. So because the church is there, right? Like we don't want, like, we want to empower the local church to meet the needs of the local people, right? So, but you might meet this girl I met at the Mission of Hope church. So that's a girl we've been sponsoring for 11 years. So, you might meet somebody that's not even a part of the orphanage or whatever that you might.
Let's just come and attend there.
Yeah. So, any other questions? Are you excited? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. So yeah, I think we've got all of our forms now, and aside from Hannah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I still need you to fill out the BIC form. I don't
What's that?
have one in your files for you, but I'll just have to get
What's
you.
that?
Sorry?
What's that?
What is that? It's a release of
Yeah.
the release of liability for the denomination.
Okay.
So that's just, I just don't have one for you on file here.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I filled that out.
Okay.
They called the insurance company saying that, yeah, he's extreme risk.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. They said if it was one level higher, they wouldn't give health insurance. They wouldn't give insurance.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's rated as
We
extreme
didn't
high
notice
risk
that.
right now.
But we got it now, so what do they, doesn't
But
matter if it ticks up.
it can change day to day.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
too. It could- by the time
It's
they
been,
know
from
it,
what I
could be a
understand, it's
number.
been fairly calm recently. So there was uproar like last spring when they decided to raise the gas prices to unaffordable levels, but so then they riot and they just burn the gas stations and blow everything up and then lower the gas prices again. But then they don't have any stations to get it from, so it doesn't really make any sense. But
Is there anything that like you absolutely should never wear there? Like that could trigger? I'm just trying to think. Like I know for a lot of European countries, American flags aren't really the best idea.
yeah, no, I don't think so.
If you wear Canadian flags, you're better.
Yeah. No, the place where we're going, like they're so used to having white people around. It's I wouldn't even think they.
It's common because everyone travels there from all over the world. Right?
Yeah, and we're going to the Mission of Hope head office, so it's like they're just so used to having everybody around. So, what else was I thinking?
I wouldn't bring the Confederate flags.
Yeah.
You might get in trouble with that one.
All right. So we'll
What you wear? What you wear? I get my voodoo doll and kill you.
So Americans, when they travel, they would wear Canadian flags because they got treated better than Americans.
Just
American.
for a lot
We're from Canada.
for a lot of the
Everyone
for
loves
the
us.
for a lot of the Haitians, we are a ticket to a better life.
Exactly.
So-
you see Canada. Oh, I come to Canada.
Yeah, they want to
Guaranteed.
come. They want to marry you. They want you to take them home to Canada with you.
Robin.
So
Wasn't
Just-
a problem previous trips. Won't be a problem on this trip.
just remember that and be always aware that that's that's why I say, like, if you're going going somewhere, just have somebody with you, because as safe as Mr. Hope is, it's never 100% risk free, right? So
Don't worry, Ron, we'll fight him off for you. You have your two sisters here. So.
That's right. You take care of me.
Yeah, right. Just feed you to the lions.
any other questions?
That guy over there.
He's so rich and he's single too.
Hannah, any questions?
No.
You're all good?
Yeah.
When are you home?
I'm coming home the 15th.
15th. Okay. Oh, that's the
Yeah.
other thing I was gonna say. Okay.
He's such
So just real quickly, Sean, are you there?
I think her connection dropped.
No,
Well,
I can
it's
FaceTime.
still recording. So on the 17th of February, in the service here, they want to do a commissioning. So they want us all to be here, and we'll go to the front. They'll pray over us. So that's the 17th. It's a Sunday, and so we'll do that during the first service and at the very beginning of the second service, and then we can leave. Okay. So they want as many people as possible here, and then when we return back home on the 3rd of March, we'll be doing a team report. But they don't want everybody to do that. They just want like 1 or 2 people to share pictures and actually kind of like do a team report. So that's not everybody's. Wow, thanks for you.
Both working.
So the,
To show during our
So probably not a good idea to bring my camera down.
you can. We had a guy take a professional like $5,000 video camera
Okay.
and actually did like pro video of Taitu and stuff. It was fine.
I was debating on buying like one of the disposable camera things. Just but the crappy pictures, but
I'm taking my phone. I usually take my phone and my
Yeah,
laptop and
phone
everything
works.
like
Really?
that. Yeah, it doesn't.
it's good to know.
But for sure my phone, and then the iPhones take better pictures than most cameras, I think. Maybe not yours.
No, but
You just gotta. It's very dusty, right? So
yeah.
you risk it. I know Jake Murray took his really good camera down, and he ended up getting a whole bunch of dust through it, and then yeah.
Pushed it.
Well, it just
Yeah,
didn't take as good of
$1,000 down
pictures
the hole.
afterwards. Yeah. So. Oh, I think Shauna's back. Hi, Shauna.
Your audio's good.
What's
You
the
there?
password here again?
I'm back. My phone died. Sorry.
All right. We just were saying, Shauna, on the 17th, which is a Sunday,
Mhm.
the church wants to do a commissioning. So we're going to go up to the front, and during the first service, they'll pray over us. And then at the very beginning of the second service. So I think you're home then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'm leaving early Friday morning, so I should be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. The one other thing I wanted to mention, and we don't have to, but it was an option if we wanted to, was the staff at Mission of Hope have a wish list of things that they can't get in Haiti, that if
Oh.
they're coming down and they wanted to bring something to bless them, then we could. So that is an option if we wanted to do something kind of personal for the staff, but we don't have to. And there's a ministry wish list as well. That's kind of things. I mean, we don't really have a ton of, like, we've already put kind of our money towards the different projects, so I don't think we really want to take on a whole lot of extra. But
Bacon.
should you? Bacon's on the
Like
list?
that. Yeah, I can
No
respect
way.
that.
How do you get
What's
bacon
that?
there?
Bacon, beef jerky.
Cheese,
What's that for?
Amazon.
Beef jerky's easy. You can get that, I guess. Like, it's
Will wants bacon.
Derek wants almond milk.
almond milk.
Maybe it's good that he can't get it.
I like this girl. She wants milk chocolate, Cliff Bars, fish crackers.
So yeah, I was thinking I was actually going to take that list at the time, but I was going to take that list and minimize it, whatever, and then see if maybe we
Is one
wanted.
of those Mission of Hope staff members
These are
like
the staff members.
that
Yeah.
are there full time?
Is Connie moving?
But what, you can bring stuff down
That's
there?
he's not really good.
Yeah, 'cause you can
The guy on the slope.
Seasoning. maybe.
No, they do work in
All
Haiti,
kinds
but
of
it's not
stuff,
Mission
right?
Hope.
He was bringing down.
Could have been, but
Because I remember that Jake
Iced
Murray said he
coffee.
had like the cushiest job in Haiti. He worked in the air conditioning office.
maybe it was.
I don't know if he's talking about it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, well, I'll send that list out to everybody as well, and
Give
then
me your info on your car. You got
we
your-
can,
you know your plate. and
maybe
everything?
plan on
Yeah.
taking
Text
some
it to
stuff
me.
for some of the staff
read
too.
that.
But I'm just
Yeah.
gonna the lady.
And
told-
I live right by, like, there's a Costco in Sudbury, so if
I'll get it to you. It's in
I guess we don't want to get things in bulk. We don't have room for that, but
No, just
Well,
your
what is
plate
it,
number
sorry?
and model.
Oh, it's
Just
yeah,
the
it's,
model and the plate number.
there's it's okay.
Santa Fe, and yeah, just
Okay.
the plate number, and then I'll book it before we go.
All right, I think we're good. That's all I got.
What's the big stuff?
So this is the last, in my mind, this is kind of the last time we're together until the trip. So except for the Sunday morning,
We don't need
We
work
don't-
boots or anything.
you can bring them if you
No,
want,
'cause
but we're
not
just
doing
painting.
Construction,
Yeah,
we're
okay,
painting, right?
okay.
So
Yeah.
maybe hiking boots if no, because it's all hilly there.
Yeah,
Running
assuming.
shoes.
running shoes, sandals, flip flops,
Crocs.
Crocs.
You
And
should
so
get
what, if
those.
you
If
bring-
you're
so
gonna
say I
get
bring a-
shirts,
I
try
wanna
to
bring
get
a
those.
suitcase full
We
of
wear them
kids.
at work all the time. They're the shirts they buy for work. That are
Soccer
like-
ball,
what
soccer
I
balls, and
really-
footballs and stuff like that are
They're
good for the kids
really-
too.
I
Like,
have a soccer ball.
Huge
Something?
difference when it's
I
hot.
have a
can-
soccer ball.
yeah, I
You
think
get the
can you get them at the
pants, too,
dollar
that
store?
have the mesh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really,
You can get them at
dollar store?
Giant Tiger too. Giant Tiger has them for cheap.
Yeah, stuff like
They're
that's really
cooler
good to
than
bring.
shorts.
So
Soccer
an
balls
additional
the
suitcase
kids
is
and-
only $35, and that would be
$35.
50 pounds or whatever.
Each way. But if you brought, if you,
Yeah, I'm not
but
gonna
it-
bring it back anyway.
right, I was gonna say if you're taking stuff that's
and
just for
obviously
there,
they can use
put it in an old
suitcases.
suitcase and just leave the suitcase.
They use suitcases there, obviously. Right?
I usually plan on like taking like all of my clothes and my shoes and everything I'm taking. I come back with like nothing.
Come back
Just
with your
leave it.
come back
Just
with
leave
your
it.
shoes and
We'll
the
get rid
shirt and
Yeah.
That's actually smart too.
Yeah.
well, because
Yeah.
they don't $60 a month. I just spent that on my kids and lunch today. You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay,
so spoiled up here.
if there's no more questions, that's it. We'll see you on Sunday morning, February 19th. No, 17th. February 17th.
19. Oh, here, yeah.
for the
19th at night.
for that. And if you need anything in the next 2 weeks, then just ask and we'll figure it out.
Everything, all our paperwork.
I have all of our paperwork right here. I've chased her all down. So I even have John get insurance now.
I think all I needed to show you, but I don't know. She sent you for insurance anyways.
Okay, girls, I guess we're done. I don't know if you want to hang out for a while or.
Okay,
know.
sounds good.
Okay, thanks for coming and jumping in.
Depends on how boring you all are right now.
What's that?
Okay, good night.
Want to go to a hockey game in London? No. Got an extra ticket.
Okay, adios. Bye, family and
Okay.
friends.
There to go to Toronto.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Get your little smile.
Her little smile.
That's a break.